Hello everybody. Today I wanted to jump in, do a short little video on business plans for E-2 visas. Sometimes people are not always clear on this, and we want to distinguish what makes an E-2 business plan different, maybe a little bit more complicated than a quote-unquote typical business plan. Good afternoon again, everyone. My name is Charles Raether. I'm the managing partner at AmLaw Group. For nearly 20 years, we've been assisting people such as yourselves in making a comfortable and effective transition to the U.S. through business, investments, and talent, and other means as well. So today we're talking about the E-2 and the business plan related to it. And a lot of people say, hey, look, we've got a business going with our partner. We already have a business plan together. We used it for, some lending we got from a banker, or we have some angel investors, and that's what, we could probably use that for an E-2. And I'd say probably in 98% of the situations like this, I have to inform our clients that, look, we just unfortunately can't use your internal business plan or the business plan you used for lending purposes or other investors for the E-2. I can't say that there's a lot of rocket science involved with the E-2 business plan, but it is structured specifically in a format, and it provides certain information that consular officers are expecting to see and looking for. And the last thing you want to do is to make their job more difficult. They have a certain format and a template that they're used to seeing, and the more we can replicate and follow that template, the better it is for you and for them, because they can quickly review the plan, understand what's involved, get the information they need out of it, and then hopefully make a positive decision on your case. What's in an E-2 business plan that might not be in a regular business plan? Well, first of all, what's in there is we certainly have a comparative analysis of your business as compared to that of other competitors. They generally always want to see that. So that's an important element to have. We also have to have financial estimates for the next 5 years. So P&L, income, sales, employee expenditures, all that. They want to see profit and loss and other financial details for the next 5 years. In addition, they want detailed information about the employment levels and expected employees. Who are you planning to hire over the next 5 years? What are their expected duties? Roughly how much are you planning to pay them? I think that kind of information is often not even included in a typical business plan. And in addition, we include information based on the particular circumstances about that particular client. Perhaps information about what their long-term plans are for the business, how they're going to dispose of it, how the investor is planning to go back to his or her home country when they're done developing the business, etc. Again, these are things that are typically not in a regular business plan, but we try to address them. A substantial business that will be successful, and at some point in the future, the investor will return back to his or her home country. Now, one thing I want to mention, though, is you really don't need to worry too much about actual performance as compared to the business plan. Sometimes people say, well, when we go in for our renewal, let's say in 5 years, are they going to go through and look at our business plan and compare what we actually did as to what's in the business plan? Fortunately, that should not be an area of concern for you. And doing this almost 20 years, I have never, ever heard of any officer pulling up a business plan that was written 3, 4, 5 years ago and questioning the applicant about why is the reality different from the plans. Everybody understands that a business plan is only a plan. These are expectations, these are hopes, which may or may not come true. And as a result, there could be some very large discrepancies between what was in the plan and what happened in reality. So if you're interested as to what happens and how do you have a successful extension of your visa or renewal, we have videos on that you should check out either in the links here or on our YouTube channel, where you can see what officers do look at when you're going to renew your E-2 visa. Hopefully this was of benefit for you. If it was, I suggest maybe hitting the like button, maybe even subscribing to our channel so that you can stay abreast of all the latest information on these and other topics related to business immigration to the U.S.